This is a complete guide on using the free version of Tradingview like a pro. Now, Tradingview has a lot of tools, a lot of indicators, and a lot of extra features, but I'm going to help you navigate it like a pro to help you in your trading career. Starting off with the search tab, we have this right here that can help you search through all of the pairs, stocks, crypto, whatever fits your fancy that Tradingview has to offer. So if you have it on the All tab, then you can type in anything that has the letter U in it. It'll show whatever has a U in it, both crypto, stocks, and futures. But if you specifically want it on a stock, then go to the Stocks tab, and anything with the letter U, it'll have that. But if you just want to simply just search what Tradingview has of stocks, then don't type in anything, just hit the Stocks tab and you can search through it. They have a lot of different stocks like Nike and so much more. Not only that, you also do not have to touch the search tab. Sometimes you could just actually just type in, just start typing, and it'll automatically go to the search tab. The next thing we have is the add. You can add different symbols or add more time frames right here if you so please. And moving on, that we also have the time frames, where every single one of these candles will represent the time that you are on. So how it is on 4 hour right now, that means all these candles represents 4 hours worth of time. And if you hit the D, then all these candles now represent 1 day worth of time. And there are many different time frames that there is to offer, all the way down to the seconds, minutes if you're a scalping trader, and then the hours, daily, weekly, monthly, and much more. But if you want to go all the way down to the seconds, then you're going to have to eventually pay for the premium version, because the free version does not allow that. For an example, if I hit the 1 second, we can see it prompts me to pay for the premium feature, and it'll automatically take you to the 1 minute if you do not have the premium feature, because the 1 minute is as low as they'll go for the free version. Next is you can change the chart. So if you don't want candlesticks, the Japanese candlesticks, if you want to fancy it up and make it hollow, you can do so. Or if you want the Heiken Ashi, you can do that. If you want to do the line graph, you could do that. Or if you want the area line graph, you can also do that. Next is indicators. There are so many indicators in here. I don't know them all, and trust me, you may not eventually know them all. Even if you're a very technical guy and you just want to learn all sorts of strategies, there are a lot. For instance, if I type in RSI for the relative strength index, then after I click that, we can see it pops up. But note, when you have the free version, you can only have up to 2 indicators. So how you can see, I have the simple moving average right here and the RSI. If I try to add another one, let's just put in the 24. You see, it prompts me to go pay for the premium version. As you can see, this is the basic plan. So like I say, I'm helping you to navigate through the free version. So use it to the best of your abilities if you're not ready to pay for the premium version. Next, we have indicator templates. So if you have a list of indicators or a certain setup that you want for a certain chart, then you can save it. And you can also save multiple templates by going to open templates and going to all of your saved templates. Next, after that, you have alerts. So how we're on Bitcoin right here, you can set alerts for however you wish to do. So how I have this simple moving average, I can set it to crossing, to where whenever it crosses, I can say for it to trigger and notify me once when it does it, or if it crosses it multiple times, then I can have it set to every time it crosses that moving average. Then it'll notify me either on the app or through email however you wish to be notified. So how it says right here, notifications, notify an app, show toast notifications, send an email. So however you wish to be notified. Another great feature that is also still free, which is very great for testing out your strategy. If you happen to find one or you're listening to different ones and you just want to test them out, is the replay feature right here. So if you hit the replay, you can go back as far as you so choose. After you click that, we'll take this RSI indicator off. After you take that, you'll go down to the taskbar right here and just hit play, and it will begin to play. It'll play it out to the current position that it is at right now. So we can pause that, and the next button over is candle by candle. Or if you wish to do shift right, that'll also do candle by candle. And you can also change the different speeds. If 3 times was too fast, then we can go to 7 times. And as you can see, it will move faster. Not only that, you can also change the candlestick time frames, but when it comes down to replay, you can only go so low. So just like in the time frames of the free version, you can only go down to the second. For the actual chart, when it comes down to the replay, you can't even go down to the minutes when it comes down to the replay. So I don't know how far down it goes, but when you're navigating, eventually you'll find that out. And then this button right here will take you to the current time frame. It'll just take you right back automatically. And we'll click it in a moment, but I want to show you you can place paper trades too. So you can set it to whatever quantity you want. And then after you do that, you can hit buy or sell, whichever one. You can place your stop loss wherever you so choose, whenever you're making your strategy. And then after that, you can hit play and see if it works out. And well, we failed that one. So after that, once you're done doing that, then you can go back, set it back to, it prompts you that. I guess we need to work on our strategy, huh? So after that, once you're done, then you can set it back to its normal time frame where it's at currently, hit replay, and now you are off of the replay list. So now we have our tool bar. So the toolbar, starting at the top left, this is where you can make all of your trend lines, support and resistance lines. You can color them, you can put a text on them, take a screenshot, whatever it is that you want to do. And I'll show you how to do most of these features. Now, all of these tools I do not use. Some of them I don't even necessarily know how they are, but it's up for you to learn. Or if you already have a strategy that uses some of the tools that I don't know, that's for you. So we have the horizontal line for support and resistance. So you can just tap that right there to find your normal support and resistance lines. You can change the color if you so please. And after that, you can click it again and add a text to it and change the color of the text if you want to. And if you also want to change the thickness of the line, you can do that. And also you can set an alert for that line too also. So if price reaches your support or resistance line, then you can set an alert for that and it'll prompt you whenever it does so. And if you want to lock the line in place, because if you just make any kind of line support and resistance, you can move it however you please. But if you want to lock it in place, then it'll just move the entire graph. And obviously you can delete it. So it's the same with making trend lines. If you would just want to set the trend line yourself, you can do so. And same features, color, text, thickness, you can do all that. So just like you can set the trend line however long you want, you can also make a ray which will set the straightness for you. So you can also do that. Next are all of the Fibonacci tools that they have. And like I said, we're not going through all of these. That's for you to do in your own time. So if you want to set any type of Fibonacci, then you can do that. And you can also color it too. So now we also have patterns. So if you see a certain pattern and you want to draw it out, you can do that. So it's already set to head and shoulders. And oh wait, hold on, let me take that off. So it's already set to head and shoulders. So we can see a little small one right here. So you'll just draw it out just like that, and then it'll set the parameters for you. It'll show you what a neckline is at, left shoulder, right shoulder, head, just like that. We also have our projection tools. So if you're going to go take a long position, or you're buying it, or you're shorting it and you're selling it, and you want to have a projection of how long you think it's going to go, you can set those parameters. So now we also have arrows. Now this is your drawings for whenever you're trying to make something out. So if you want to point something out, or even show if it's going to be a buy or a sell, because you have your own channel and you're trying to find some place to just draw things out to show your audience, or even just to yourself, then you can do all that here. And you can even make your rectangles, circles, all types of different projections. So if you're making your rectangle, because I know a lot of people use this to show their support, supply and demand zones, and you can draw in, fill in the colors in the outside border however you so please. And this right here is the undo button to undo everything that you just did, if you did so many different things that you don't want to do. You also have your text board. So you can just write wherever you so please, make a text there. You can also make a little comment box if you want to say something right here, draw it in, fill in the background of that comment box, whatever color you so please. So it's so many different tools on Tradingview. That's why you may have seen this particular chart before, but you don't know where to go or necessarily how to use it. This is why so many people come here. And then you have your emoji board. Most of these emojis are nothing too fancy. It's pretty much the emojis that you would see on your phone. And then you have the zoom in tool. The zoom in lets you zoom in, obviously, on a particular area that you want to get a very close look on, like so. And if you want to go back to your original position, then you'll hit the zoom out. So lock, where if you want to lock in all of your drawings, so that way they're not moving. If you accidentally click them and move them over to another spot, you could just lock them in. And this right here is the eye tool. So because I use Tradingview so much for demos and demonstrations, I already have so many different things in. So I'll show you an old one that I already have. So you can see right here, let me put it down. You can see I already have a fake position in, and you can see my drawings. You can see the position that I'm in. You can see this small moving average, right? Simple moving average right here. I'm going to add one more indicator. I'm going to add the RSI for the sake of demonstration purposes. So on the eye, if you just simply just tap the eye, it'll take off everything. The eye is just to hide. And if you click it, it'll put everything back up. But if you wish to specify, like hide drawings, now you see that the drawings are gone. And if you just set it to that, it'll just only hide the drawings. If you have it to hide indicators, indicators will now be not shown, and also hide positions, which is obviously positions right here that you've already put in on, or just simply just hit hide all and everything will go away. So that is the tools bar on the left side. Now let's go to the extra features on the right side, creating your watch list. So this is your watch list right here. So you can make a copy, you can name it. The reason why you would just want to name it is because who knows, you might want to create different watch lists. You might have your eye out on futures, cryptos, stocks, all those things. So if you just want to have a stock watch list, you can do that. If you want to have a Forex watch list, you could do that. Clear the listing, add selections, all of that. And so what we're going to do is now just simply click one. This is the watch list that we're on. We'll just click one watch list, and now we're on the S&P 500. Or if you want to click another one, you could do that. But also, if you do not want to click, you can just hit the space bar and it'll just tab through it itself, just like that. And so this is the, well, it's not a pie chart. It looks like a pie chart, but really it is to expand your watch list into full screen. That's what that is. And so this right here is a list of all of your objects and indicators that you have on screen. And this right here is the screening, where it shows you all the stocks, how they're moving, what's going on, what's negative, what's positive. And currently, we all know that we are in a down market currently in this video. Who knows, maybe later on when y'all watch this, everything could be up, but as of now, everything's down. So you can just get a nice general overview of what's going on in most of the market today. And this is the calendar. Like I said, to do that, it's called the screen. It's this little target icon right here. And that's pretty much most of TradingView right there on how to navigate using all the tools, where are they at, where's the indicators, time frames, and just searching all of your stocks. So now use TradingView to the best of your ability to enhance your trading career.